3 miles from Altrincham in Cheshire stands this 300-year-old house and estate, Dunham Massey. The Countess of Stamford, a widow, ran it from 1910 until her son Roger Grey, the 10th Earl, came of age in 1917. During the First World War, it was transformed into a military hospital and became known as the Stamford Hospital, the running of which was left to the Countess, her young daughter Lady Jane, and the matron Sister Bennet. It opened in April 1917 with 25 beds and 16 patients were admitted. So, 100 years later, belonging to the National Trust, it has been recreated back to the convalescent hospital it became. As we walked round each bed, we could read the quotes from patients and nurses alike, which were on the pillows and on the bed heads. It was very interesting, but also very moving. The first patient was a rifleman of the 1st Battalion Royal Irish Guards, who was recovering from trench foot, virtually unknown today. He was discharged 2 months later and sent back to duty. Other patients were treated for bullet and shrapnel wounds to shell shock. Patients with influenza, and worst of all, the ones who had been gassed.
It's Tommy, it's his name. I can assure you, there's nobody here by that name.
I don't believe it. Thomas? Tommy!
Thomas Cairns is not a patient in this hospital.
I want you to check. Go and check. Check!
I don't need to check. Your brother isn't here.
He has to be here. He has to because this isn't true.
What is this?
Lies. Just lies. Thomas? Tommy! Well, he has to be here because I didn't feel it. All the others did when you talk to them, they all say the same thing. My mother, my father, my little sister. And they all say they knew when Thomas fell, like something had been ripped from them, torn, but he was my best friend, so I should have been. I didn't feel it, so this isn't true, I know. I'd feel it, I should feel it. Is Thomas here?
No. I'm sorry he's not.
Well, I'll check them all. Every hospital.
I'm so sorry.
They also did operations, the most dramatic one being on a Scottish soldier with shrapnel in his brain, one being too embedded and they couldn't move it. He was sent to Manchester Royal Infirmary, but he died before they could operate. The Great Hall was a recreation room which served as a mess and place for the soldiers to relax, play games and listen to music. Dunham Massey remained a family home throughout the war. The 10th Earl took a keen interest whenever he was at home, but spent most of his time in London. He kept meticulous records, which enabled the National Trust to glean so much information about the hospital that would otherwise have been lost. When we got into the courtyard, it led us into the laundry room, the flat irons and the rubbing board, and the mandel. I remember as surely as some of you do. I'm glad we have more modern cleaning equipment than this nowadays. Looks like fish or rabbit for tea. The house was only a hospital for 2 years, but must have seemed longer for the family. 282 men passed through in that time. When the final soldier had left, it took years for the furniture and paintings to be brought from storage. The house never returned to its former glory. The Great Gallery remained a storeroom until the National Trust took it over in 1976.